दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामिनिति नामिने नमाचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरपददामोदय नगर ग्रामतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण माता जी Mataji, your voice is not audible, Mataji. You are mute.
Okay, Hare Krishna, I was on mute. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, you are able to hear me now?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. We saw yesterday about, what is this? Why second chapter is coming? Hare Krishna. Okay, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam. We saw that, correct? What is that? Krishna has created this. Oh, 2.12, that is why. Okay. Krishna has created this society. What kind of society? In which people are, the whole society is divided into 4 varna and 4 ashrama on the basis of
Guna and karma.
Guna and karma. Hari Hari Bol. So what guna they are? Satoguna Brahmana, Rajoguna Kshatriya, Rajo and
Tamo Vaishya.
Shudra, sorry, Vaishya and Tamoguna Shudra. Correct. And karma? What karma? This is guna. Karma? Patanam, Patanam, Yachanam, Yachanam, Danam, Pratikriyata. That is Brahmanas. Then Vaishyas?
Business.
Administration, protection. Protection and administration. Then Vaishya?
Business.
Rishi Gorajya Vanijyam. So that is agriculture, Goraksham and Vanijyam. Vanijyam is what? Commerce, trading.
Commerce.
Okay, so that we saw. Then we saw the beautiful important verses the day before, that is 4.6, 7, 8, 9. 4.6, Ajopi Sannavyayatma. Krishna tells that I am not born. In fact, I am unborn. Aja. Vyayatma. I am not perishable. Eternal. Correct? So then, Krishna also, he comes, he takes incarnation. For what? Dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata. Abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyagam. Then paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. In order to protect the devotees and annihilate the dushkriyants, that is the asuras. I come millennium after millennium. Then the next verse is very, very important, 4.9. Janma karma cha me divyam. One who understands the Lord's birth and action. Janma and karma. Janma is birth and karma is action. One who understands the Lord's janma and karma are divyam, transcendental. Evam yo veti tattvataha. Again veti, one who knows this, that I am the transcendental and my birth and actions are transcendental. What will happen? Naitimameti so Arjunaha. When they leave their body, they will come to my abode and they will not come. So this is a very important verse. It should be a motivational verse. Nothing for that. What do we have to do? So simple, give on sarvam Sri Krishna arpanamastu. That's all. Don't own ownership. Proprietorship. Karmas we have seen no ownership. Karmis claim ownership. Jnanis claim controllership. Yogis claim entertainment. Is it not? So don't claim any proprietorship or ownership. That is all Krishna says. Nothing other than this Krishna wants. Okay, Hare Krishna. So these important words also yesterday we saw. And then finally we went to Chaturvarnyam Mayasrisham. After that, one important, very important verse we saw. If I remember that, I told you all, you can refer this verse. Etamam prabhatyante, for 11th verse. Etamam prabhatyante tamsataiva bhajamyaham. However we endeavor, accordingly the Lord will reciprocate.
Reciprocates.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So then we saw we have to work in such a manner that the water droplets on the lotus leaf. There is a Shankaracharya's Bhajagovindam also. It is a Nalini Dalatala Karatala. What is it? That life is like a water droplets on the lotus leaf. Anytime, there is no attachment. Anytime, we may have to lose our body. The soul will leave the body and go. Is it not? So when will that come? We don't know. The beautiful verse, same meaning it is there in Bhagavatam also.
Kamala Dalajala Jivana
Come,
Talamala Bajahure Mana that is one Namata.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam.
Bajahure Mana Sri
Acha, that one is say, no,
that
no,
one
no, no.
Namata. That one. Okay, Bajagovindam Bajan Shankaracharya.
The in Shankaracharya's Bhajagovindam,
Okay.
he says our life is like a water droplet on the lotus leaf. So it will, any time, there will be no attachment. So the moment we take out the lotus leaf, there is no attachment for the water droplet with the leaf. So we should be like that, because anytime we may have to leave this body, and we should be without any attachment to the material world, we should leave. This is what he says in Bhajagovinda. Okay, then this Tektva Dehandal we saw. Okay. 1 to 10, transcendental knowledge about Krishna. Krishna is transcendental, Divyam. 4th verse says he is Divyam. Then 11 to 15, Krishna is the goal of all paths. Whether you be a Karma Yogi or Jnana Yogi or Ashtanga Yogi, but everyone ultimately will have to go to Krishna only. Why? Because somewhere or the other we all will reach, we have to go back to our Godhead. But one thing we should know, if you buy, Srila Prabhupada gives a beautiful example, analogy there. If you buy a ticket for Mumbai, we have to, our destination, we have to go by Mumbai train only. We can't sit in Delhi bound train and say, I have bought a ticket for this Mumbai, I will go by this train. We can't. So, whether it is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, whatever it is, our path, ultimate goal should be only Bhakti Yoga. Okay? So, Karma Yoga, finally they come to Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yogis come to, that is the resulting in knowledge. Karma Yogi also somewhere or the other gradually elevate to the Jnana Yoga. And these Jnana Yogis, it depends. They may get Jnanis and Yogis. They may enjoy their Siddhis and they may fall down. So we need to be very, very careful. So last set of verse says, what is transcendental knowledge? By knowing which one can progress in Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga, actually speaking, Jnani, Yogi, they are also in the transcendental platform along with the Bhakti Yogas. Only this Karma Yogi and below that Mayavadis, no, lowermost Mayavadi, then comes Karma Yogi. These people are not in transcendental knowledge, transcendental platform. Because Karma Yogis, what do? They enjoy the entire material world, the karma, fruitive activities, everything. So they have not come to the platform of transcendental platform. But Krishna says in the 7th chapter, out of those 4 people, Artho, Jignasu, Artharthi, Jnani. Jnani is the best. Because Jnani will keep on progressing. I will see that he progresses. So similarly, ultimately, even if we keep on doing our karma, slowly and gradually, as we grow in our age, then from Karma Yoga, we will transcend to Jnana Yoga. What is it, Jnana? Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So whatever I do, it is because of His mercy. This is a knowledge they will get. This is the beginning. Once they get this knowledge, they will become a Jnani, they will come to Brahman realization and slowly and gradually Paramatma. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, this is a very, very important verse, but suddenly 4.34. We will see in between and then go. 15th verse. Evam Nyatva Kritam Karma 15. Hare Krishna. Hope you all have the book correct. Evam Nyatva Kritam Karma Purvairapi Mumukshubhigi Kuru Karmaiva Tasmatvam Purvai Purvataram Kritam. Translation Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Vijay. At the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature, therefore you should perform your duty following in their footsteps.
Hare Krishna. Acha, you
Hare
read from the
Krishna.
book, Prabhuji. I'm seeing the slide. Okay, sorry. So all the liberated souls. So who are the liberated souls? Yesterday we saw, no? Living in this world, we can be liberated. That means fully surrendering all our senses for the service of Krishna. They are the liberated souls.
Savoipamsam Padaravindo. Krishna.
Savai Mana Krishna
Samay Manasa
Padaravindo. Yes.
Padaravindo.
Amrish Maharaj Prabhu.
Amrish
Hari Bol.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare-
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Correct. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. This actually, everyone should by heart this. This was given in second chapter. This verse is given in the reference. Second chapter, somewhere around 1 second. It's a 26th verse or 25. Somewhere it is given. So you all can learn
22
this.
Mataji. I
Yes,
think
Prabhu?
22. I think 22 Mataji, I remember.
22 it is. Somewhere
Maybe.
only 20
Yeah,
and
somewhere.
22 no, Prabhu. 22 it is not there. 25, 27.
20
No, Prabhu, it is not in 22. But it is before 20
chapter.
somewhere.
It is in third chapter, Mataji. Maybe.
No, Prabhu, it is in second chapter. I'll tell you the verse number. Only give me 1 second, just a minute. I'm just giving you one. Savai Managa Krishna Padaravindayorvacham Sivaikunda Gunanu Varnane Karauharer Mandiramajanado Shrutim Chakaras Achyuta Katanu Varnane Mukundalinga Layadarshane Drishu. It's not there in the second chapter. Leave it. It is in the 100% sixth chapter. Sixth chapter, I think it is given in 2 verses as reference. Hare Krishna, why are we taking time?
2.61 లో ఉంది 2.61 లో 6.18 లో ఉంది
2.18, Prabhu.
లేదు 6.18
6th chapter it is there, that I know. 6.18, correct?
సెకండ్ చాప్టర్ లో 61 లో ఉంది 61
Okay. So, 6th chapter, 6.22. Page number 286. Mukundalinga Layadarshane Drishau Tadbritya Gatra Sparsha Anga Sangamam. Tadbritya Gatra Sparsha Anga Sangamam. What is the meaning? If you have this body should be used only for embracing the Vaishnavas. That's the meaning of Tadbritya Gatra Sparsha Anga Sangamam. Granam cha tatpada saroja saurabe. This we know. Granam means what? Smelling. That nose should be used for smelling the what do you call that? Nirmalayam we call it as. The lotus flower or the flowers which have been offered to Krishna. Smritin to Srimad Tulasya Rasanam Tad Arpite.
tongue is taste
Hare Krishna, some nice is coming. Srimad Tulasya Rasanam Tad Arpite. Rasanam. If the tongue has to taste, it has to taste only the Tulasi which has been offered to Krishna. Pada Ugare Kshetra Padanusarpane. Pada, that our feet should be used only for going for Dham Yatra. Shiro Rishi Kesha Padabi Vandane. The head always should be at the lotus feet of Krishna. Padabi Vandane. Vandanam is what? Always paying obeisances. Kamam chadasya natu kama kamaya yato tatma shloka janashaya ratihi. So that is all the desire in executing the mission of the Lord, all the transcendental activity should be involved with the, like a, quite like a pure devotee. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay, so now we are in 4.16. Hare Krishna. Kim karma kim karmeti kavayopi yatra mohitaga tate karma pravakshyami yajnatva mokshyase shubhat. Translation, mokshyate shubhat. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Even
Hare Krishna Mata.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Mata. Pranam. Translation and purport given by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Even the intelligent are bewildered in determining what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune.
See, it's very, very, very important. We should know the difference between action and inaction. What is that action, inaction? Karma and akarma. Okay? So, when we do akarma, even if we are doing action, that is equal to inaction because it will not bind us. So, akarma is activities performed for the, just now the verse which
Krishna
we
consciousness.
read, for the pleasure of Krishna, samsiddhir haritoshana. So, that is equal to inaction. Nothing binds us. It is equal to not doing any action. Okay? So that is what Krishna is telling. Listen to me very carefully. I am going to tell you now what is action, what is inaction. Hare Krishna. Now, seriously listen because the 2-3 verses will fully explain you what is Karma Yoga, what is Jnana Yoga. Okay, karmano hyapi bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanyascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. Translation.
Prasanna Prabhu, are you available?
Smatas. This is chapter 4.
Fourth
4.7.
chapter, 17th verse, translation, Prabhuji. 17, page number 214.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one for self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty. Hare Krishna.
Hare
No,
Krishna.
4.17.
And
4.17, Prabhu. 214 page number.
The emphasis is
Okay, Mataji.
Correct.
कर्मणो हि अपि बोधव्यं च विकर्मण अकर्मणश्च बोधव्यं गाननं कर्मणो गतिम्. The intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Hare Krishna. Sorry, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, no problem.
17.
Prabhuji, you may have to read the purport also
Yes,
from the fourth line to understand Krishna consciousness.
Understand Krishna consciousness and action according to its modes, one has to learn one's relationship with the Supreme. That is, one who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is an eternal servitor of the Lord, and that consequently one has to act in Krishna consciousness. The entire Bhagavad Gita is directed towards this conclusion. Any other conclusions against this consciousness and its attendant actions are vikarmas, or prohibited actions. To understand all this, one has to associate with authorities in Krishna consciousness and learn the secret from them. This is as good as learning from the Lord directly. Otherwise, even the most intelligent persons will be bewildered.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, to do Vikarma. Yes, sorry, what is it? Vikarma means what? To do any action which is not favorable for Krishna. That is Vikarma. Got it? Akarma and Vikarma. Sakama karma you leave. So, Sakama karma is a fruitive activity. Performing every activity with an intention of enjoying the fruits of the action. But Vikarma definition here it is given separately. Any action which will not satisfy Krishna is Vikarma. Okay, so Samsiddhir Haritoshanam is akarma. Other than that, any other action we do is vikarma. Okay, and see, for to understand this, how to know which will give pressure to Krishna, which is prohibited, which means of forbidden, which is recommended, which is akarma. Okay, how to know? We have to approach a spiritual master. If you approach a spiritual master, he will guide us to perform all those actions which are in favor of Krishna, because he is none other than Krishna himself. Actually, he is. Krishna, instead of coming directly, he says, see, sometimes it happens, big conferences are there. The Prime Minister is not able to go and attend. They will send their representative. So when they go there, whatever seat, whatever respect, whatever welcome they give it to Prime Minister, this representative will get. Is it not? So here, the Krishna need not come. He knows that my representatives are more than sufficient, and also he wants serving the Vaishnavas. Krishna tells himself, more than me serving me, you serve Vaishnavas. I will be more than happy. Hare Krishna. This and all Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many examples are there. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Mahaprabhu, he himself tells, sends all that. You remember that Jagai Madai. Jagai Madai, what happened? When Madai hit Nityananda Prabhu, immediately our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forgets for what purpose he has come, to spread the mercy. He sends his Sudarshan Chakra.
Called.
Yeah, Sudarshan Chakra he sends. Hare Krishna. Arnakshap Chaitanya Prabhu, your hand is up.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can you explain more about inaction, akarma Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Akarma means which does not bind us. What is the meaning of bind us? Any action we do that has both the sides. Punya pala, punya and papa.
Papa.
Anything we do. So that means punya also will bind us. Papa also will bind us. Even if we do lot of pious activities, we will have to come back. Wherever we have done this pious activity, to take it back, we have to come back. So that means what? The activities which bind us within this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, those activities are known as Sakama Karma. Okay? Another set of activities. How much ever we perform activity, there is neither punya nor papa. That means this activity will not bind us. Because these activities, example, Sakama Karma is like serving our family, serving our employer, serving the society. All these things are, it is like activities which bind us. Okay, karma. But akarma is attending Mangalarati, spreading Srila Prabhupada's messages, going from Parivrajaka yesterday we saw, right? Going from place to place to spread the message of Krishna. Okay, and calling Vaishnavas home and serving them. Dadati pradigrahnati guhyam makyati prachati bhungte bhojete chaiva shadvidir priti lakshana. These six actions are Preeti Lakshanam. It's exchanging love between devotees. What are they? Dadati pratigrahnati. Giving gift, accepting gift. Then Guhyam Akyati Prachati. We have to ask, how are you? How am I? It's not about our material life. It is about our spiritual life. Where have we reached? Have we done level 2? Last time when I met you, you said you were doing level 1. Which level you are in? What are the services you are doing? Which temple you are attached to? This is Guhyam Akyati. Okay, how is your sugar, blood pressure? Daily are you taking medicine for blood pressure? How is your eyesight? No, that is not the Guhyam Akyati. Okay, then Bhungte Bhojete. We have to invite Vaishnavas for prasadam. If they call us, humbly we have to go and accept prasadam. These are the 6 symptoms of any Preeti Lakshanam. Vaishnava, they exchange love between us. These all are akarma. Dealing with Vaishnavas, doing any activity which will please Krishna, they will not bind us. Even if you have to tell any 1 or 2 lies, it is set in between. We can. Like, say, for example, we can tell, okay, like we are going for book distribution. Mana book marathon is going on. So some people say that, I may not be able to come because of this, there is some other activities going on. I have to attend it. If you have to even tell, no, that activity I heard somewhere it has been cancelled. That's what I heard. So if you want to come with me for book distribution, you come. No problem. What are we doing? We are uniting that person within Krishna consciousness. Get my point? So, like this, bringing people close to Krishna is very pleasing to Krishna. Who will teach us this? Our acharyas. That is why acharyas none other than the representatives of Krishna himself. So, we should not try to learn anything. Yesterday, I told you, remember, Ataka Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhavaid Grahyam Indriyahi. We cannot understand with our senses. Sevain mukhe jikhvado. The more and more and more we do seva to Vaishnavas, we will be able to understand the transcendental position of Krishna. Similarly, here with our senses, we cannot understand Krishna. Under the shelter of Guru Maharaj, under the shelter of Acharyas, we can understand Krishna better. Okay, Prabhu. So karma means the action which binds us, which brings us back in this material world. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. And akarma is one which detaches us from this material world and which
Action for
makes us
Krishna.
realize our
Activities we are doing in Krishna consciousness.
in Krishna consciousness, which makes us realize that we are the constitutional position. That means our Jivera Swarupa ye Krishna Nitya Dasa.
Nitya Das.
We are the eternal servant of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the activities which make us realize these things, the activity in which Krishna is the center, that is akarma. Okay, Prabhu?
Yes,
Vikarma is only impious activity that will accumulate papa karma for us. Eating meat, or helping others eat meat, cooking meat
Killing.
and serving others, or animal that breeding husbandry, animal husbandry. So, okay, all these things are
Gambling.
Cheating, stealing, killing.
opposite to all our four regulative principles.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all these things are karma. We means
Vikarma.
opposite. That's not been recommended by acharyas. That has not been recommended by Vedas. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
If this,
See, the activities now. What we are doing is akarma.
Karma.
Akarma,
Provided.
action which pleases Krishna.
Krishna, exactly. That's what. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archana Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam, Pada Sevanam, in between I left. All these activities for the pleasure of Krishna, that is very important. If somebody is learning Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, okay, I will get a degree in this, then I will join some, spiritual university and I will earn money. No, that is forever, it is not Ahaituki. That is Sakama Karma. Okay, not that one. And we will learn in this chapter only. There are so many other. So here what happens, some people dig well for the public welfare, open library, or that pump set they keep. All these people, that is known as Dravya Yajnam, Tapo Yajnam. The screen share has gone. Okay, anyway. Anyway, we are reading the verses from book, correct? Okay, Prabhuji. That is Dravya Yajnam and Tapo Yajnam. What is that? Helping people who are in Anath Ashrama, helping people who are for the giving donation for the home, for the aged, like that and all will bind us. We have to come back. Okay, so that
Mataji,
is.
like you were saying about good activities, Sakama Karma and Vikama Karma. Like before coming to Krishna conscious, we may have did many Sakama and also Vikama Karma. So will this process of
Vikarma.
Vikarma, like will this process that we are practicing now stopped stopped those four regulative principles we are following and then chanting and following Guru's instruction, hope that all will be reduced by gradually, or like do we have to do some other endeavor like Paschatapa for that?
Hari Bol, Hari Hari. Yes, Prabhuji. Don't worry at all. Krishna just now told no the previous to previous verse. Etam am prabatyante tam sajaiva bhajamyaham. 11th verse. You remember? How much ever you endeavor. 4.11. We read yesterday. How much ever you endeavor. Accordingly, I will reciprocate. So you hear more Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Yareteke Darikoho Krishna Upadesh. Help if you are going for
Amara
a if you are going for what is that to the temple for any seva, if somebody is near your home who cannot go there, take them with you. Book marathon is happening. If we can't go and give books to others, we can help the association Krishna consciousness ISKCON people help distribute books at 50% of rate by donating for that. All these will please Krishna. We are best of everything. Srila Prabhupada says book distribution. Why even if we hear see, two things are going on. One of our class is going on, lecture is going on, and or in the temple some pravachan is going on, or book distribution some people are going. Which one to go at the same time? Book distribution. Why if we go to hear pravachan, it will benefit us. Probably. If we go to temple, we may do some seva for those Vaishnava who are in the temple. But if we distribute book, that one book may be as root cause for elevating many other souls. One person may read, he may spread the knowledge to another person. Correct? So book distribution is the best of all services. Hare Krishna. Okay? Because
Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada told, I live in my books. I never leave this world. As
Yes,
Krishna told, Krishna Swadamo Pagate, Dharma, Jnana, Adibhiki Sakha. When Krishna went with the Dharma, Jnana, everything to the other world, where did Dharma take shelter? Krishna Swadamo Pagato, Dharma Jnana, Adibhiki Sakha, Kalau Nashte Drishameshe, Purano Arko Adhuno Uditaha. So Krishna says, this Bhagavata Dharma, I have taken shelter. I have taken shelter in Bhagavata. So you read Bhagavata. Bhagavata is none other than me, my own self. Book Bhagavata and the Bhakta Bhagavata. Book is also Bhagavata who spreads the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. They are also Bhagavata. So Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That literary incarnation, Srila Prabhupada has made so many ways. He only started this book publication, right? Because his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told him, Wabai, whenever you get money, little bit of money also, you try to print books and you distribute it. This is what his Guru Maharaj said. That is why Srila Prabhupada has given lot of importance to book distribution. And we, being his disciple, we also give at least, we have to distribute. I will not say the number because it's not in our hand, but in our heart it should be there. I must distribute book. That is sufficient. And tell to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I want to distribute book. I am not getting any opportunity. You only help me. Opportunities will come on your way. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhu. We'll proceed. Yeah. So that means activity which please Krishna is akarma. Now this verse is again very important, little confusing it may be. So listen carefully. Karmanya karmayaha pashede karmani cha karmayaha sa buddhiman manusheshu sayuktak Krishna karma krita. Krishna karma krita. That means activities for Krishna. Krishna karma, yuga dharma. So many things we say, no? So these activities which are for Krishna karma. What are they? Yes, read the translation, Prabhuji. You will understand more about akarma. One who sees, Hare Krishna, who is reading?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
One
Prabhu.
who sees in inaction and action in inaction is intelligent among men, and he is in the transcendental position, although engaged in all sorts of activities.
When we have surrendered the result to Krishna, even if we are acting, it doesn't matter to us what work we did, isn't it? We are not bothered about the result, then how does the action bothers us? Prabhu, read the purport also. Akarma and karma are beautifully explained in this purport.
Yes, Mataji. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A person acting in Krishna consciousness is naturally free from the bonds of karma. His activities are all performed for Krishna. Therefore, he does not enjoy or suffer any of the effects of work. Consequently, he is intelligent in human society, even though he is engaged in all sorts of activities for Krishna. Akarma means without reaction to work. The impersonalist ceases fruitive activities out of fear, so that the resultant action may not be a stumbling block on the path of self-realization. But the personalist knows rightly his position as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he engages himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness. Because everything is done for Krishna, he enjoys only transcendental happiness in the discharge of this service. Those who are engaged in this process are known to be without desire for personal sense gratification. The sense of eternal servitorship to Krishna makes one immune to all sorts of reactionary elements of work.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Why you tell me that sense of eternal servitorship is to Krishna makes one immune to all sorts of reactionary elements of work. Why? Because we all are part and parcel of Krishna. Automatically, Krishna's those 6 opulences are there in us also, qualitatively. But in quantitatively, it varies, is it not? So obviously, we are immune to this eternal servitorship. That is the reason here in this material world, we keep on looking for people to whom we can serve. We keep seeing, at home you see grahasthas, grahinis, they will keep seeing how to serve my son, daughter, grandchildren, husband, like that. Otherwise, we go to work, there, how can I serve my boss, how can I serve my owner, who is that, who is my subordinate, who is my colleague, we keep seeing. That is the reason why, because eternal servitorship is immune. Automatically, it is in every Atma thinks of serving. The reason being, we are eternal servitors to Krishna. So what is akarma karma? The karma which does not bind us. Which karma will not bind us? Performing action for the pleasure of Krishna will not bind us. Okay? Hare Krishna. Now it's beautifully defined. So akarma, karma, if you need, just remember 4.18. And it's beautifully said. Even if you act with for the pleasure of Krishna, do lot of karma. That is known as inaction, as if we are not done any action at all. So that is what is. We should not be same like Padmapatram Ivambasam. We should not get attached to any work. Any work we do, we should be detached from the work. Okay, how can it be? It comes in, I think, 15th chapter. Asanga shastrena dhiridena chitva. Asanga. Sangha means what? What is Sangha? Attachment. Asanga with detachment. What can we do? Dridena chitva. With the root we can cut, uproot this desire to enjoy. How can we do that? Asanga. That means detachment. Okay? Hare Krishna. So next verse, 19th. Yasya sarve savarambhan kama sankalpa varjitaga jnanagni dakna karmanam tamagu panditam buddhaha. Hare Krishna.
Sanju Mataji. Or Sneha Mataji can read. Mataji,
Hare
there's a
Krishna.
new devotee, Asha. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, read. Sanju Mataji has unmuted. Asha Mataji has joined. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji. We missed you. Hari Bol. You want to read? Read Mataji.
Yes, yes. One is understood to be in full knowledge whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for self gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, purport also.
Only a person in full knowledge can understand the activities of a person in Krishna consciousness. Because the person in Krishna consciousness is devoid of all kinds of sense gratificatory propensities, It is to be understood that he has burned up the reactions of his work by perfect knowledge of his constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is actually learned who has attained to such perfection of knowledge. Development of this knowledge of eternal servitorship to the Lord is compared to fire. Such a fire, once kindled, can burn up all kinds of reactions to work. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Samsara dava davanilla loka. That is forest fire. Forest fire, no one has to endeavor. Once it is lit, but what will happen? Nobody can put it off except other than the mercy of the Lord in the form of a rain. Who can go and with how many, what do you call the fire engines we can take to the forest to put it off? Unless and until the Lord showers rain, mercy, that cannot be put off. Similarly, once this, because just now we saw in the previous verse, it is immune. It is there in everybody. So somehow we light it, ignite it. How? Who can light it? Association, Vaishnavas, Guru, shelter of Guru. So once we ignite this, what? Eternal servitorship, then nobody can stop it. Correct? We will keep on progressing in our spiritual path. Okay? Hare Krishna. Yes. Next one, 20th. त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्योऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः. Hare Krishna.
Sanju
Hare
Mataji, want to
Krishna.
read?
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Having accepted strict vows, some become enlightened by
Hare Krishna.
sacrificing
Mataji, are you reading the same or I am hearing something wrong? 20th verse,
No,
Mataji. Abandoning all attachment.
Page 217.
It's 28, Mataji, 4.8.
No, Mataji, it is 2020, 20th, not 28.
Oh,
20.
yeah.
420.
Sorry, Mataji.
Abandoning all attachment.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Abandoning all attachment to the results of his activities, ever satisfied and independent, he performs no fruitive action, although engaged in all kinds of undertakings. Hare Krishna.
So, Hare Krishna. So, all his undertakings are for the pleasure of Krishna because he has abandoned all attachment. We saw that verse, 2 days before. Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha, remember? Free from Raga Bhaya Krodha.
Krodha.
So, what did we see? Raga is for the present, lust. Bhaya is for the future. Fear is all about future. And about the past, lamentation. So a soul which is free from lamenting about the past, desiring in the present, and fearful about the future. Only that soul, whatever activities that soul performs, he is satisfied and independent because he does not perform any fruitive activity because his activities are not attached to the results of the karma. Okay, so he performs no fruitive activities. Who is free from what is it? With raga by krodha. Okay. Then next 21st. This is also see even the previous verse. If we see in the purport we read, no, in the 18th chapter, there one important word we read. Actually, that some people externally they try to give up their activities, but internally they are attached to the karma pada. Okay, that should not be there. That means the heart purification it is talking about. We should not be attached to the karma in our heart. So that heart might have been purified. So 21 also somewhat it talks about that. Nirashiryata chittatma tyatta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvan apnoti kilbisham. Hare Krishna. Such a
Vamshini
man.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. purport. His Divine Grace Prabhupada ki jai. Such a man, all understanding, act with mind and intelligence, perfectly controlled, give up all senses of proprietorship over his possessions and act only for the bare necessity of life. Thus working, he is not affected by sinful reaction. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Again, it talks about giving up the proprietorship. See, why they are saying again and again, whenever we do any activity, that I comes in first. Because we are not self-realized. We may say, we may read, we may preach that we are not the body, we are the soul. But to put it into practice, every time we say, no, I did it, I gave it, I told you, correct? Automatically it comes. So that is the only reason it keeps on in this chapter. It is coming that we have to give up the sense of proprietorship, ownership, because nothing belongs to us. Whenever we want to say, no, I did it, you think, if I say I did it, I become a thief. Because nothing belongs to me, even this body does not belong to me, it belongs to the Lord. How can I say I did it? The Lord did it. We say, no, like here in our class or anywhere you see, if Mataji, it was good, no, we all say all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Because we don't own anything. Without his mercy, we will not be, in Tamil we say, avanindri anumasyade. Without his mercy, not an even iota of atom can move. We can't move. Yesterday only we saw. Next moment, what is going to happen to anybody, we don't know. What is the verse we saw? Ayurgarati
Padam padam
Vaipumsam.
padam padam
Padam
yadvipadam
Vipadam,
and
correct. Padam Vipadam. That is Tattenu Kampa Susimekshamanam. Correct? So how much ever we have to struggle. At last, we should know that every step that danger is waiting for us. Unless and until Krishna is with us, we cannot proceed. So Krishna is the one. If we are progressing, who is the root cause? Krishna is the root cause. That is why whatever comes, tattenu kampasu simikshamanam, how much ever danger comes on the path, just think of Krishna. He will, nothing is impossible for him, correct? So everything, again we say, no, like a mountain something came and it melted like a snow. A big vipata, a big danger came. But in front of us only, if Krishna is there with us, that will melt like a snow. Okay? Hare Krishna.
that's why we read na
Mataji,
Mukam Karoti.
thus working, he is not affected by sinful reaction. Who does not have the proprietorship? Who does not think I am doing it? Who only thinks Krishna, Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu, Krishna makes me to do. It is because of Krishna's mercy, Vaishnava's mercy, Guru Maharaj's mercy. Okay, I am able to do this. So that is why, how can we claim? How can he claim ownership of the result of the work? That is why, what is it? Daivigesha, no, not Daivigesha. Balam balavatam chagam, kamaraga vivarjitam, dharma viruddha bhurteshu, kamosmi bharatar shaba. O Arjuna, balam balavatam chagam. You are thinking, no, you are going to fight with your own efforts. No, balam balavatam chagam. If I want, I will give you. Then only you can do. So don't think, Krishna, I can't fight, I don't want to fight and all, don't think. It is, you are at my mercy. I bestow you with that strength only you can fight. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yeah, next verse. Yadirchalapa santushto tvandvatito vimatsaraha. This is an important word, underline dvandva. We have been learning from chapter 2. We have to equipoise. Dvandva keeps coming. Sukha dukkha, labha, all these things coming. But we have to claim equanimity. Samaha siddhava siddhaucha kritvapi na nibadhyate. Nibadhyate means getting affected. Badhyate means bandhana. Nibadhyate, getting affected. So, yadrichalapa santusho. Hare Krishna, read, who reads, who is going to read?
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He who is satisfied with gain which comes of its own accord, who is free from duality and does not envy, who is steady in both success and failure, is never entangled, all the performing actions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, Parpat Mataji. Here we will understand, though we have learnt a lot, we have so many verses we have learned, that it talks about the duality, how to be free from duality.
A Krishna conscious person does not make much endeavor even to maintain his body. He is satisfied with gains which are obtained of their own accord. He neither begs nor borrows, but he labors honestly as far as in his power, and is satisfied with whatever is obtained by his own honest labor. He is therefore independent in his livelihood. He does not allow anyone's service to hamper his own service in Krishna consciousness. However, for the service of the Lord, he can participate in any kind of action without being disturbed by the duality of the material world. The duality of the material world is felt in terms of heat and cold, misery and happiness. A Krishna conscious person is above duality because he does not hesitate to act in any way for the satisfaction of Krishna. Therefore, he is steady both in success and in failure. These signs are visible when one is fully in transcendental knowledge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So that is what Labha Labha, Jaya Jaya. Jaya is Vijaya. That is what is that? Success. Ajaya, failure. Why? Because he is not attached to the result. That is the only reason. If we hold on to the result that I did it, if you succeed, you will feel extremely happy, and if we fail, extremely morose. But when we say all results, Krishna, you accept it, surrender it under his lotus feet. So obviously we come above the level of duality. That anything, the result, whether we are able to achieve the objective or we fail, doesn't matter. We did it for Krishna. We go out. Sometimes we may sell 100 books. Krishna books. Don't jump. 100, sometimes we may not be able to sell even a single book. Don't be morose. Because it is Krishna's activity. There we will not get. But the same thing if you are having some personal benefit. How many books you will sell? You will get 50%. Then there is a reason, we all will say, wow, today I earned this much commission. Very happy. Today I am very sad I did not earn any commission. But here it is not like that. No question of commission at all. We are selling for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Krishna books, we are in fact not selling. We are giving this knowledge to others about Krishna at the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So, whether anybody buys or not, we are not, we should not be morose rather. But we have to tell Prabhupada and leave. Prabhupada, I am leaving at your service, that's all. Your mercy. He will see that we are able to sell many books. Hare Krishna. Gata Sangasya Muktasya. First is Sangha attachment, Mukta detachment, isn't it? So Gata Sangasya Muktasya Jnana Avastita Chetasaha Yajnachara Karma Samagram Praviliyate. Hare Krishna. Then again we'll start from Ye Mataji. Asha Mataji, you start from first Ye.
Mataji, Maunika Mataji, she didn't get a
Acha,
chance.
Maulika Mataji said, sorry Mataji. Yeah. Yes Mataji. Monica Mataji and Sneha Mataji. Hare
No,
Krishna.
Sneha Mataji is traveling.
Okay.
Okay, maybe Maunika Mataji is not available.
Okay.
Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge merges entirely into the transcendence.
So, Hare Krishna. So, what do we have to understand here? Transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge is what? Above the, who is that? Impersonalist and karmis. So, jnanis, yogis, and devotees, they come in this transcendence, a transcendental platform. So, for them, whatever he does for Krishna. That is his main objective, right? Who is Krishna? Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So he is not bothered about whether what is it? Whether one is free from the dualities or not, or contaminated, liberated. See, Mataji, you read from consecutively. In the center it is consecutively. Whatever he does.
Hare Krishna Mataji, consecutively, whatever he does for Krishna, who is the primeval Vishnu. Therefore, all his work are technically sacrifices because sacrifice aims at satisfying the Supreme Person, Vishnu, Krishna. The resultant reaction to all such work suddenly merge into transcendence, and one does not suffer material effects. Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. So, Ajnani, Muda are people in ignorance. They suffer material effect because they do not know that Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is Sarvakarana Karanam. He is Asamurdva. Nobody is equal to him. Nobody is above him. He is the absolute truth. There is no other truth above him. So a person who knows all these things, they are in the transcendence. One who does not know, they are in the material platform. That is why we say again and again, Jnanis are better than Karmis. Yogis are better than Jnanis. Devotees are the best than anybody else. Is it not? Because Karmi is only at the material world. He is only working to purify his heart. But Jnani's heart is purified. That is why they are in the transcendental knowledge. And but the problem with the jnani is they don't believe in the personal form of Krishna. They are the impersonalist. They want to merge with the light effulgence of the Supreme Person. So that is why they don't enjoy any rasa. Yesterday we discussed about the rasas, correct? They don't enjoy any rasa. Only in Goloka we can enjoy rasa. So if they go and merge in that Brahman effulgence, they will, it is equal to Atmaha, correct? Spiritual suicide, because there is no activity.
Atmahatya.
Yes. So it is like we have no life. Already our soul has left. So can we perform any activity? It is like that. So when we merge into Brahman effulgence, there is no action, there is no activity. But better than karmis, who? That is the jnanis. Jnanis meditate upon the Paramatma form of the Lord. Paramatma form, which we said, no, that from the middle finger to the thumb. This is the size of Paramatma. So they meditate upon Paramatma at their heart. But there also no service, no. How can they serve the Paramatma? Only service is applicable for Bhagavan. That is why Bhagavan realization is the best realization. Vadanti tat vidas tattvam jnanam advayam. There is no second to it. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sattate. Bhagavan realization is the highest realization. There is no second thought to it. Hare Krishna. Yes. Brahmarpanam Brahmakavir, Brahmagno Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhina. This verse always try to tell before you, honor prasadam. Because what happened, this verse says, Brahma Arpan, whatever we put it into the yajna, everything belongs to Vishnu, we say. So, anyone read this one, Parpat Mataji, who is next?
Arunaksha Prabhu.
A person who is...
Okay,
Hare Krishna
Shravan
Mataji.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. 23, right, Mataji?
24, Prabhu.
Sorry, 20. How activities in Krishna consciousness can lead one ultimately to the spiritual goal is described here. There are various activities in Krishna consciousness, and all of them will be described in the following verses. But for the present, just the principle of Krishna consciousness is described. A conditioned soul entangled in material contamination is sure to act in the material atmosphere, and yet he has to get out of such an environment. The process by which the conditioned soul can get out the material atmosphere is Krishna consciousness. For example, a patient who is suffering from a disorder of the bowels due to overindulgence in milk products is cured by another milk product, namely curds.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. This is a wonderful analogy, right? See,
Yes.
if you have like loose motion or something, they say you don't have milk, you have curd. This is what told, right? So if you drink lot of milk, it leads to indigestion, then we get diarrhea. But at the same time, when diarrhea one got, we have curd in order to. So that means what? In this, that condition to soul, which is entangled in the material world, the way to come out is doing another kind of action. This is another, every coin has a two side, correct? So one side binds us, the other side karma only. But what karma? Sakama and akama. So by doing karma which will not bind us, so to come out of the karma, or to come out of the karma pala, to come out of the karma which we have already accumulated, is to perform more karma which will help us to release us from the karma bandhan, from the entanglement. What is it? It's, see, we say, no, if a thorn goes inside, we take a pin or sharp item to take the thorn out. So that means thorn is already sharp. That is why it has gone inside. To take out the thorn, we use another sharp item. So similarly here, to eradicate the papa of the accumulated papa of some karma, better to perform another karma which will nullify the effect of the papa karma. What is that karma we have to perform? That is akarma, for the pleasure of Krishna. So the more we do karma for the pleasure of Krishna, see, if a milk is there, and you pour little water, little, more. When the little only we pour. But at the end when we see, the milk is so diluted. Yes or no? Similarly, our accumulated Sanchit karma gets totally diluted by doing more and more akarma. So finally one day Krishna tells, Sarvadharman paritachya mamekam sharanam raja agam tvam sarva papebhyo. Don't worry about your karma and all. Surrender to me, I will take care. Not only in this janma, sarva papebhyo. How many yonis you took, you also don't know, but I know. I will help you to overcome all that karma. Ma shucha, do not fear, I am there for you. Who will tell like this? Even we as parents, we can't tell our children. We can't. We all think, can we? Anything, doctors can stop death. Parents can stop the destiny of their children. No. What is in the destiny will happen, is it not? So that is what it's so beautiful analogy it is, that overindulgence of milk, correct? That is cured by another milk product only. So the Sanchit karma can be nullified only with another karma which is known as akarma. Hare Krishna. That is really wonderful. Okay. 25. Daivameva pare yajnam yogina paryupasate brahmagna pare yajnam yajne naivopa juhvati. Hare Krishna. Yes. Prabhuji and Mataji, you see your alphabetical order and you just go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Translation and purport given by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Some yogis perfectly worship the demigods by offering different sacrifices to them, and some offer sacrifices in the fire of Supreme Brahman. Purport. From Mataji.
First 4 lines you read, Prabhu, till Supreme Lord.
As described above, a person engaged in discharging duties in Krishna consciousness is also called a perfect yogi or first class devotee. Sorry, first class mystic. But there are others also who perform similar sacrifice in the worship of demigods, and still others who sacrifice to the Supreme Brahman or the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord. So there are different kinds of sacrifices in terms of different categories. Such different categories of sacrifices by different types of performances only superficially demark varieties of sacrifices.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So here this verse talks about the yogis. So just now we saw yogis meditate upon the Paramatma, correct? But still what happens? These yogis, they also worship the demigods. How? Indra, Many yogis you might have seen religiously every yearly once Indra Yajna for Varna, Chandra, like that they perform. And generally, if you see that, what is that, for Kali Mata, is but
Navaratri.
we should know one thing: these devatas will offer the yajna ahuti to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna only. But these yogis they are not perfect. The very, very perfect yogi, what will happen? Extremely perfect yogi is none other than Krishna conscious person. But the other yogis, 6.41 and 42, 6.41. What does it say? Prapya punya kritam lokan uchitva shashvati samaha shuchinam shimatam gehe yogo brashya vijata shuchinam shimatam gehe. So if a yogi, after coming to a certain level in his yogic process, if he leaves his body, what will happen? Next birth he will go to a aristocratic family. Means what? Wherever we have seen, no, 2.40 nega bikramana shosti. So wherever we live, from there we take on. So these yogis also, after taking birth in a aristocratic family, they will take on their pious action work from there. And the other next verse says, highest yogi, highly elevated mystic yogi. That is who? Atava yogi name, that is 4.2. Atava yogi name Kulai bhavati dhimatam. They will be born in a great devotee's house. For some reason, in the previous birth, they were very, very pious people. They were working for Krishna consciousness. Somewhat they fell down. Okay, what will happen? Automatically, they will be born they will be born in the Krishna conscious family. As our Aishwarya Mataji's Jagannath, how beautifully he sings Narasimha prayer, and every day in the morning, Mangalarti, you see, he will be troubling Mataji for Tulsi Arati also. He wants to sing Tulsi Arati also. And after the Tulsi Arati, he takes the Deepa to everybody and he shows. And in fact, in our Bhakti Vaibhav class, he wants to start the Mangalacharan. Every Bhakti Vaibhav class, he only Mataji tells, if I don't allow him, he won't go to. Our class starts at almost 9 o'clock in the night. So she says, if I don't allow him, he won't go to bed. So please let him only do the Mangalacharan. See, 3.5-year-old child. Oh, I really, it's so amazing. I feel like when I go, I feel like keeping his feet on my head. We all are so fallen. Such a great devotee he is, So Bhagavatam, all the Mangalacharan verses he knows. Everything. That Nashtaprayesho, Shunvatam Swakatam, Mukam Karoti Vachalam, everything he says. Beautifully. Hare Krishna. So that is what here. These yogis who are perfect mystic yogis, they are in Krishna consciousness. Okay? Hare Krishna. Other yogis, for that Krishna will show. That is why Krishna keeps on telling, you don't worry. Once you become a jnani, after that it is my work. Tadami buddhi yogam tam. You become a yogi at least. You become a jnani at least. Don't be in karma level. Don't be in the, what do you call that? Sakama, karma, sakama, kama, vikarma. Sorry. Okay, don't be at that level. That means what? Owning the proprietorship. What is it? I do it. That I has not gone. But for the jnani, this is a beginning of coming into trance. Which trance? I am not this body, I am the soul. That's why we call it as Brahman realization. Okay. See the interconnection, then we will be able to understand. Okay. So the karmis and impersonalists are in the material platform. Jnanis, yogis and devotees are in the transcendental platform. Okay. Even Brahman realization is as good as, what to say, personal worship only. But what they do, instead of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they worship the Devatas. That is why this verse says, Daiva Pare, those who worship the Devatas. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.